So I haven't had social media in 6 months. You're probably thinking, what is this woman doing? I swear it actually changed me for the better. Just gonna say that right now. I have YouTube. I use it mostly for educational videos and to teach myself something. I just recently downloaded Snapchat. It's where I talk to with my friends. I just downloaded it like a month ago since moving here. So, because everyone uses Snapchat and no one can be asked to use WhatsApp. Anyway, no TikTok, no Facebook, no Twitter, no Instagram. There was a turning point where in my life, where my screen time was more than 9 hours. I would not even look at my screen time because I was too ashamed. I did not want to do anything with myself. I did not want to take care of myself. If I'm being honest with you, I literally showered like 3 times a week. Just be honest. I had pretty bad interactions with my family. I was a lot more negative. Like, I didn't want to talk to anyone. Someone would ask me how my day was. I would be like, bro, like, shut up. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I was quite lazy, like I said. I had no motivation for change. I was not physically active. I was a little overweight. I was comparing myself constantly to everyone. I would go to the shop and I would literally have social anxiety because I would be like, oh, why is everyone so beautiful? Like, I'm not, like, I don't fit in here. Yeah, comparing myself, I was in such a bad mental state. I remember that I would be in my room eating cookies and like in a dark room. It was bad. Okay, so then one day I was like, okay, this is it. I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna delete social media. I cannot do this to myself any longer, or I'm actually gonna become like one of these incels. I deleted it, and straight away, the first day, I'm not gonna lie, it was quite difficult. I was really thinking about downloading social media again, but I had to stop myself physically. Anyway, what changed? I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I became so much, like, way focused on actually living my life instead of watching how other people live their lives. Like, because on social media, you just see the best versions of everyone and at their prime time. So they would obviously want to post that. Like, everyone knows that the social media is like fabricated and it's photoshopped and it's not real. But like, do you actually understand that it's like this? Not really. Like, when I had social media, I was like, oh yeah, everything's fake. Like, I shouldn't take this. But I actually did. Like, I did take it to heart when I was comparing myself to them. I was thinking more about ways to improve myself. I had more ideas. I was just thinking a lot more. Because you know, when you're on social media, you just think, like, you're not even thinking, you're just scrolling. And I was thinking a lot more. I was thinking of new ideas, ways to improve myself. The first thing I did when I deleted social media is I wrote down things that I could change about my life and things that I could not change about my life. So let's say physically, right? I could change my body. I could become more healthier. So I wrote down my physical health in the category that I could change. Things that I couldn't change: my foot size. Size is quite big, but anyway, I'm not even insecure about it anymore. Like, it just went away. A lot of my insecurities went away when I deleted social media. I felt a lot more better. Now let me ask you a question. Why do you have social media? Because if it's for validation, which most of the time it is, to get the likes, the following, if it's to escape reality, for like a need of a break, like to just kind of have a headspace where you could just relax and look at someone else, or is it for quick entertainment? Because I'm sorry, but if this is your reasoning to have social media, you should probably also delete it. If it's for educational videos or for work, then it's a completely different things, but you actually have to become self-aware and actually realize what you're doing. Bro, I know you probably don't want to look at your screen time, but literally look at it. Just look at it and think about it. What am I using it for? Why am I using it for? What have I learned? How much of the things I see online are actually sticking to me every single day? Probably nothing. Like, probably like 5% of things that you see online are actually in your daily thoughts. So I would honestly not recommend you to download social media or to even like to delete it. Just, bro, like, it's simple as this. It's 2 clicks away to just delete social media. Probably tell your friends, okay, look, I'm not gonna have social media. I need a break for at least a period of time. Try it for a period of time, for a month, and see how it is. Because not only will you change, like, the way you think completely changes in that span of time, the social anxiety that I used to have, I would constantly think that people are looking at me and judging me and comparing me. No, they're not. No one actually gives a shit. Everyone is in their own space, in their own minds, constantly. No one's actually staring at you down and looking at you. And if they are, that's their problem. And that should not involve you, because just remember, like, the people that stick to you every single day and the people you actually think about, like, they're probably people that are close to you. It actually changes your life for the better. Like, and then it correlates, and then you actually want to change yourself for the better. It's just like a chain reaction after you delete social media. Like, everything just starts becoming better. So take my advice for it, delete social media and become better. Like, that's literally social media. If that's the first step you have to take in order to become better. There we go.